Armin was the last student left in the building. Detention again, for talking too much in class. The school hallways were empty, the sunlight fading into orange. The silence felt heavier than usual, like the whole building was holding its breath. Mr. Collins, the old teacher, said, "Stay in room 14. Don't leave until 6. And he walked away. Armin entered the classroom. The door closed behind him on its own. Room 14 was colder than any other room in the school. Rows of empty chairs stared at him, all facing one direction. But the last row, one chair was turned toward the wall. Armin frowned. He didn't remember seeing it like that in the morning. He pushed it back. It slid back to the wall again. By itself. The old classroom speaker on the wall suddenly crackled. "Take your seats." A woman's voice. Soft, calm. Armin looked around. There was no one else in the room. Again the voice came. "Class is starting." Armin whispered. "There is no class." The lights flickered. Armin felt someone behind him. He turned. The turned chair was no longer empty. A girl sat there, long black hair covering her face, hands folded on the desk. He stared, frozen. Who are you?" The girl slowly lifted her head. But there was no face, just smooth, pale skin. The speaker crackled again. "Today's lesson, silence." The faceless girl stood up, her neck twisted in a slow, unnatural angle toward Armin. She moved, without walking, sliding across the floor. Armin crawled backward, his heart pounding. The girl stopped inches from him. Her voice was inside his head. "Be quiet." Armin ran out of the classroom. The hallway lights went out one by one behind him. Tuck, 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 as if something was following him in the dark. He reached the main hall. All the classroom doors were now open, and inside each room chairs were turning, one by one, toward him. Armin rushed into the principal's office and locked the door. The intercom lit up red. "Detention is not over." Then all the photos on the wall, old class photos, began to change. Every face faded away. All students became faceless. In the center of each photo, room 14 was circled. Armin whispered, "She killed them?" The intercom answered, "She taught them." The school bell rang, loud and distorted. The office door slowly opened. The faceless girl stood there, her head tilted, her hand reaching out. Armin backed up against the desk. She whispered inside his mind, "Now you belong to room 14. The lights went out. The bell stopped. And Armin was never seen again. The next morning, room 14 had one extra chair, and it was facing the wall. The hallway lights burst one by one as the ghost chased him. Armin reached room 14. The door was half open, chairs moving inside like restless animals. As the girl floated toward him, Armin raised the old key. "You can't teach me anything." The girl screamed, a loud, silent vibration that shook the whole hallway. Armin slammed the door. The ghost's hand tried to slip through, but he turned the key and locked the door from the outside. The entire school shook. Then, silence. The chairs inside stopped moving. The intercom went dead. The hallway lights stabilized. Room 14 was quiet for the first time in years. Armin dropped to his knees, breathing hard. He did it. He won. The next morning, teachers found Armin asleep outside room 14, holding the rusted key. Principal gasped, "You survived?" Armin looked at the door. Room 14 was cold, still, and the turned chair was finally back in its place. The faceless girl was gone. Armin handed the key to the principal. "Lock this room forever." The principal nodded. For the first time in decades, room 14 didn't have an extra chair. And Armin walked out of the school, alive, victorious, never looking back.